Alright. Hello, everybody. It's Friday. It's 7 o'clock-ish. Adjacent? I mean, it's 7:03, so whatever. So, it is time for Dragon Quarter. And as you might be able to tell from the title, we're going to be doing the Time Warp again today. I said that after we beat Zeno in the fight in storage, that we were going to be doing a reset to show off kind of how things change on a second run through. I didn't want to actually do a full second run through from like the end because you need to. Mostly because I feel like that would get very repetitive. Is the actual answer to that. So we're here. You'll notice we're at a slightly different location than before. I walked ourselves over to the item liker so that we can put things in the locker and pull off a restart. Okay, Violet Blade. This is this weapon. The Violet Blade here is very damn powerful. What else do we get? Ooh, Magic Wand +2. Okay. Yeah, Violet Blade is the sword that that was being used by. Let me go into the weapon liker. That was being used by Zeno, and has an incredibly high attack, as well as 3/3/2 skill slots. At this stage in the game, it's a huge jump in weapons. And, like, is noticeably a huge jump in weaponry. Like, as far as, basically because of the skill slots, to be honest. It's about the same as you'll notice it's about the same as the Buster Sword here we have. Our Buster Sword +1. But yeah, you could effectively be using this throughout the game and you'll be fine. Again, it's not from the stats that the power of the weapon comes. It's from the very flexible nature of it, a 3/3/2 weapon. Also, other things with it. You can basically use it throughout the entirety of the game and be fine. We got Magic Wand +2, which is a nice one. This is just a generic weapon. You can see it's a downgrade even it's a downgrade on Thor's hammer. And even on Pyromania. But it's generic and has a 3/3/2 set, so you can use it for a bit more flexibility. I think it also has. Yeah, that's about it. It's just a little more flexible. Anyway, we're here for the item liker. We need to put some of our important items into here, like our trauma kits. That's fine. Multi-meds? Multi-meds are fine. I don't think I need the boosts. 1300 Zenny and 2500 Zenny? I should probably just sell those. Yeah, do I want the range? I can get rid of the range boosts in here. For what, though? Medkits? Another set of medkits? I think 7 of those will be good. Those in there. How much are the Zenny purses? 300? Okay, so that's 1200 in the spot. So I think that means that the generator's worth more there. I think everything else I'm keeping in here. one Judy. No, no, I want the +1 magic. I think that's good. Alright, anyway, with that all out of the way, and we're good on weapons. Your equipment goes with you, so there's no worries there. Alright. So we're just starting right from the back here. We go down to 0%. You can see we keep all of our goods, and we're back at the beginning. Here we are. So yeah, welcome to Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, also known as Breath of Fire 5 in some circles. I think it actually had the subtitle 5 when it was released in Japan. But yeah. It's a very different style of game, as you've seen, as we'll get to show off. I'm really excited for this. We're going to get to see exactly how much a difference equipment and levels can make early. So what does D-ratio even mean gameplay-wise if you've linked with a dragon? I can answer that now. D-ratio in-game, as far as a gameplay mechanic, unlocks a number of doors throughout the game, and also certain SOL cutscenes will only play if your D-ratio is high enough, with 1/256 being the max for that. The D-ratio on your save file is determined by a lot of different factors combined. Your level at the end of the game when you did the reset, your level, party level, how many saves you did, how well you did in combats in that, oh heck, there's a lot of them. I took a look at it. In the universe wise, D-ratio is a chance. Oh yeah, the secret dungeon also is part of the D-ratio calculations. Anyway, so we're still 1/8,192. Yeah, map completion. Heck yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of it. Anyway, we get to start with a soul scene here. Yeah, anytime you see the SOL, that is a scene that only happens due to the restart or restore that we've done. So, you know, this here, where we got Ryu in the locker room, we saw this the first time. It was the first scene we had. Talking to Bosch about being on guard duty on a train. Double barcodes. As far as gameplay, we're going to be blitzing through a lot of the early stuff, probably just based on our power, if nothing else. And I'll be showing off exactly how that's going to work in a moment. But the crux of it is that your party experience, a mechanic I basically didn't make use of outside of 1 or 2 times in the first part of that playthrough, carries over. Now we've got this contextless scene here. Anyway. That's the map. So you can see we still have all of our goods here. Which is pretty dang great. We also have our money. Zenny, 35,000, almost 36,000 bucks. So we are loaded as far as early resources. The money is maybe the bigger point than the party XP, is like it will allow you to keep yourself standing so much better. Loadies are nuts. Time travel's easy. So, anyway, let's get a move on here. We've already kind of went around and talked to everybody, but we might have some different scenes here. Bosch 164 and Rio 1 over 8,192. But yeah, it's really easy to get cash, especially, I mean, we ended up with a lot of cash due to the mimics and the gold enemies in BioCorp. I was trying to think of the most generic name I could think of, and like BioCorp is really generic. Enemy action. Thank you very much, Blood Fashion, for the sub. I appreciate it a lot. I also appreciate everybody else who's here watching and enjoying Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. It's... Oh, okay. So this scene, I think we actually get to see. So, like, we get told to wait outside, but I'm pretty sure on any SOL you get to see the scene where Bosch and Zeno talk. Yeah. Here we are. So you get to see how much of a shit Bosch is. Like, Zeno is just, like, in the corner, just, oh my freaking god. Like, Bosch. You're the worst, Bosch. Don't do that. Don't like tap somebody on the shoulder like that when they don't want. No, that's. Anyway, that is a scene that lets us know a little bit more about Bosch. That face is really good. I love that face because it's so just this like slowly getting in the frame. It's good. It's good. Anyway, now that we've got Bosch, let's Oh, we don't have Bosch yet? Heck. It doesn't matter. Well, what I should do is show off a bit more of what stuck around on the reset. If I go to skills and check out this Violet Blade, we've got everything still here. Third Eye, which we didn't use, which is your next attack will always hit. Ogre Slice, which has is 50% to miss, but does 175. Rust Armor is a bit weird. We're gonna put on Side Slash and Kick, and then we have Vert Slash and Wild Swing, and then we get to put on. So Violet Death is a heck of a move. So the first hit is a 20% hit that ignores defense. The second hit is a crit. So I think I'm gonna put Round Saber on. Yeah, Violet Death is basically Deathbringer. Kinda rules. Oh, this is where I want to go. I want to go past the dude upstairs to the left. I did this last time. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, so you can see it's pretty nifty there because it's like the first half of that move is Thrust, which is one of Bosch's moves, and then we've got Deathbringer, which is Ryu's move. Oh, hey. So that is mostly us getting to see that even before we, Ryu meets Nina and, is sort of pushed on a mission to go upwards, already has thoughts about it. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ranger. Oh, absolutely. This kid has a higher D ratio than us. So we didn't actually go down and talk to these people the first time we were here. I want to go down here because the weapon liker and item liker's down here, so... So we're blocked off in most areas. Ah, the elevator's broken. But, importantly... This is what I'm here for. Oh, we lost these. Woo! We got a new room. And they're gonna keep digging. And there's another new room. So, these ants will dig for as far as, like, how many enemies we fought. Which means they're digging a lot. We gotta try to avoid the ant lions. I don't think we have the powerful ants for that. We'll see. I just want more rooms is honestly what I'm after. Oh no! Okay. Oh! The rock, okay. Alright. So, let's talk about rooms. Also, let's read the soapstone message board. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. 2 o'clock in the usual place. Alright. Orders. Actually, hold on. Let's hire some ants. You're on the squad. You're on the squad. You're also on the squad. You actually have good stats. So I need to add some teams. Okay, so we have different, so we have 3 different rooms you can see here. We have a free room, and a free room. And at the moment, we only have 2 different types of rooms we can have. We've got the market, which is the shop. So we're going to turn this into a shop, and we're going to put Mona... Oh, they're building it. Whoops. Oh, we don't get it immediately. Right. And we're going to make a lab then. Alright, let's split up this crew, though. And we'll put the new ants, 1 on each crew. So yeah, this is science team. As you can see by it, ants in the lab develop new kinds of shops. And then, so yeah, these are building, that's fine. Anything else I need to do here? Ooh, how much funds do I need here? Let's... Okay, that's good. So, we'll be back here a lot. Don't you worry. Now that we have ants again, we'll find our way back here. It's gonna be great. Can we, like... Nope, nothing. Okay, nobody else around here. Cool. Time to leave. So. Today's special is Heal Kit. And then we're being blocked off here from lab. And then we have Weapon Zone, which has a lot of things, but we don't really have any need for them. What we're going to do is talk to our item liker. I want the Violet Blade out, and I want Violet Blade here, and then I want the Sapphire Mazer back on. And then I'll have to, and then item liker. We only have 2 item slots. So I think I'm going to half and half use these on Ryu and Nina. Nina wants some of the HP and some of the movement, but not all of it. We'll put the reflex here. All right. So let's quick get these out of the way. And at the moment, I think we only are going to need aid kits, because med kits and multi-meds are going to be way too much. Let's go ahead and fill up on... Oh, no, not you. On heal kits as well. You can buy more tonics as well. Anyway, we got all the money for it. Anyway, that's all we needed here. So let's leave. Let's head out into the beginning of the game and see how things have changed. Oh, before I forget. Alright, there we go. So this is where we find out that the lift is out and we gotta walk it. Oh, hey, Comic Code. We saw a couple soul scenes. One that was Bosch trying to leverage influence over Zeno with a really funny face, and one that was a little bit on Nina. I think, alright, so here's Bosch. So, as we saw last time, Bosch is pretty powerful, but what if we were powerful? Like, what if we were just, like, level 13 and had 2,000 hit points? That's probably good. Like, we can probably go to 14, and then the rest of the experience can go to Nina and Lynn when they show up. But yeah, what if we were, like, we don't have the same level of, you can see we don't have the same health. Bosch still has a little bit more of that. But we have the same AP now. And if I go into status on them, Bosch has 80 attack, and I think ours is actually higher now. Yeah, 81. So we're close to it. Like we're fairly equivalent. We actually have higher defense by a wide margin and outspeed Bosch. Don't outmove Bosch. Bosch has a 60 move. But yeah. The first time we played through the game, Ryu was a bit of a character we sort of had to handhold. Yeah, I'm in the zone if you'd like to join, Kaz. That'd be great.
Okay, now I am also in the zone.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, so yeah, I did a restart.
And it looks like you dumped a bunch of party experience into Ryu.
Yep.
It's good.
Which
So after I hit the tank in my first playthrough, and finally got trashed, I decided, you know what? Party experience exists for a reason, and I put all of it into Nina. Like, as soon as I got Nina, I'm just like, the fire traps were the thing that was getting me through every encounter. So I'm like, what if those were just really powerful?
Yeah.
And we passed the point where Kaz was first trashed. I don't know, because I don't know where that was, and I don't know how far we've gone, so I have like 2 unanswered bits of that. Feels good to be able to one-round these little guys, huh?
Yeah. Heck, they don't even want to fight.
Well, the little ones rarely do. Little nuggets.
Yeah, tiny nuggets.
Yeah.
Nope, I bumped into that one. Let's see how much damage I actually take now that I've got, like, real defenses. 13. Alright. Also, I'm rich as hell.
Yep, Ant Colony will help with that. I don't know if that's where you get... No, I saw you defeat a Mimic and get, like, preposterously wealthy, so, yeah.
Yeah. That was indeed where I got my cash, was Mimic money.
I see. Oh, hell, maybe I spoiled something about the Ant Colony without meaning to.
No,
then
no, no.
You can use it to make money.
Yeah, we know. I can adjust that. I have you at 200%, so.
Oh right. It's probably better for you to try and adjust than for me.
Right. For me, it's just a bar.
I had to boost myself for Super Metroid when I was doing that.
Oh.
And that involved my physical switch. So have to be careful.
But yeah, the ant colony has a thing where you can't grab money from it until like there's already 3,000 in the bank, but you can grab money from it. So yeah.
Yeah.
We just haven't got there because I might have lost my fairy drops early and just got back to there like right now.
Ha.
And got to dig for like 3 rooms of digging. It was pretty great.
I love how you can decline the treasure within a box and then the little lid closes.
Yep. But yeah, it is kind of night and day, these encounters with Ryu having like a real weapon, real damage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm jealous of the damage you're getting. And I have some pretty stupid, preposterous weapons. So, like, a lot of your strength really does come from levels, turns out.
Yeah.
We can't just do the old Dark Souls, Soul Level 1, hope to make it work.
Oh, there was a nugget I missed.
Oh, man. I have still not figured out how the game decides how many of the enemies in the area get into an encounter.
God.
Because it seems like enemies have like this attitude about them where they're like, yeah, no, I want in. And then no matter how far away they are, they're in.
Like,
so that's hard to control.
There is a piece of information I know about it, but it doesn't seem 100%. At least part of it. So any enemy who is on the little mini-map as a dot seems to get into a fight. However, that only shifts the question as to, like, what makes the enemies appear on the mini-map.
Right.
And,
well, I suppose we can experiment in Bat Hell.
Yeah, and Bat Hell should be pretty... Like, I have my Round Saber move, so...
Yeah.
Bat Hell should be...
Any area damage at all should
Yep.
more or less straighten them out. 400 Zinni in that little place? What?
Yeah, that was a yellow box over there. So.
Okay. Have we seen anything so far that's unusual, out of the ordinary, unlike the first time through?
Well, we have this cutscene here with a person we've never met. The Fool.
Well, hello, Dr. Underpants.
Who is talking to a small chipmunk with one of those little, like, gold pieces that you see on... Yeah, this is, I don't think we know any of these characters at all.
It's also terse and vague.
Yep.
The character designer must have been a real fan of vertical stripes. There are a lot of people in this game who have, like, long pinstripes on various garments. I haven't gotten to the bottom of that.
Well, that was a scene with characters we've never met.
Alright.
Talking in vagaries about experiments and people going too far. Oh, heck, I can't fight this thing from up here. Fine.
So, giant goat man.
Yep.
Totally normal, huh?
Giant goat man.
I'm sure this is This is not out of the usual. You
Yeah,
definitely encountered this the first time around.
giant goat man. Okay, can I harm giant goat man?
I think, who's he? I think Bosch can actually poke him from up top.
Oh, with
Like his epee has a little more range. Which might even be a quality that you can look up on the item because it lists the centimeter length of your weapon.
Oh, yes, it does. The 150 or 2, yeah.
Right.
So, with the move I just used there, Violent Death, when it says first attack is 20% ignoring defense and second attack is 100% crit, it means it's using them 1-2, not that you have to use the move twice. So, they both have 150 centimeter weapons.
That's wild. I wonder
But
how I was able to do that.
But he can get them from up there.
Well, he's a big cheater.
Yeah, I'm going with that. Like,
Okay, I thought it was down to like listed weapon length, but nah. I'm just a cheating asshole. I'm gonna poke him from up here.
yep. Let's see if I can hit him from above if they're that close. Okay, they just weren't close enough.
Oh, Goatman wasn't close enough to the edge, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Bosch, I take it back. It is not that fact that makes you a cheater, but it's probably still definitely a cheater.
Probably still a cheater. Alright.
Okay, the dude definitely hits hard.
Yeah, fine. I'll spend a slight amount of even through like the defenses and equipment I have on. That's still some pretty hard hits. All right. Well, I get to use multiple violent deaths, so. But yeah, so we definitely see like differences based on on doing restarts, you know.
I want to say that this guy is your first real surprise for the restart. I don't know when he comes into play, but yeah.
Alright, so now, one of the things I have to remember is which of these boxes contain, like, skills I already have, and which of these boxes contain, useful, like, upgrades, you know? Like, specifically, inventory size.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I never learned that.
Yeah, the last time we were here, that was a goo when we were in that room.
Oh. Oh, a goo of the clear element. Well, I don't believe in that.
Clear. Non-elemental is an element.
Great. Uses the fourth element of the weapon triangle.
Right.
Nothing.
Anima. Alright.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bat Zone. I have grouped up all of the bats. Let's see how many of them can I hit at once. All? Like, this is extremely silly. Like, the first time we were in here, this was like, oh god, a hellish encounter. And this time...
Yeah. No, this was absolutely my first death in the game. Was, like, wandering into bat hell and being like, oh shit, there's too many bats. Like, I did I did the first encounter and I like killed someone. I'm like, oh yeah, this is fine. And then like the second encounter and there were too many of them, and I'm like, oh whoops, that's bad. And then I died.
Yep.
And so like my first restart was actually really early on in the game, and I had like essentially my first playthrough had a bunch of SOL cutscenes because I was like on a second playthrough.
It's like, what is going on here? None of this means anything.
Right. So I picked the game back up pretty recently. You know, after watching you play a little bit, I'm like, yeah, this game is great. If you play this, it'll be great. And you know, I started over, just complete from fresh, and I decided, hey, let's just, you know, not continue from where I had like my save file from years ago and start over, and it was fine. I'm like, yeah, playing the game for the first time, it was neat. And then when I came back to it the next day, my new save file was gone, and my old save file was there instead, the one from years ago with all the leftover stuff.
This game definitely has its memory card stuff going on, doesn't it? Like,
so it's so protective of how you're able to save, right? Like in most any JRPG of the era and before, you had multiple save files. You could copy your save file as like a backup. So if you tried something out, spent some resources, got in trouble, and like saved over it or whatever, you still had your backup, right? You could copy a save file or whatever. Or if, you know, something was giving you a hard time, you could just restore from save, try again, that kind of thing. It was really like free. But with this game, because they have an entire system built around how you restart the game, and even a resource around like controlling how frequently you can create a save that you could restore from, and what it means to restore from a save. That whole system would be undercut if you could copy your save file. So an enterprising youth with their PlayStation the Second might say, well, what if I go into the memory card, plug a second memory card into my PlayStation the Second in the other slot, which it does have two of, and I make a copy from here to there. That way I have this like extra like backup save that I could restore from. Well, let me tell you, they thought of that. They actually created a kind of technology where the game itself could recognize when a save file was a copy, and it would invalidate it. Like, you couldn't. If you try to restore from the like copy of that save, it just wouldn't work. And so part of that is troublesome for me, because that's just what I ran up against. It didn't actually, like, I couldn't start a new game, essentially. I had to start from my like previous save, where I wanted to experience all this stuff from totally afresh, and but then I couldn't. So I'm like, okay, well, heck with it. And I decided to just lean into it, and rather than trying to like wipe out my save file, start completely clean like a third time, I instead just sort of opened up my save file from my playthrough from years ago. Did a give up and restart that way.
Yep.
So that I just started over with a ton of party experience, money, and items from who knows how much effort from years ago.
It is drastically changing. So, like, right now, we're restarted with about a third of the game's worth of party experience for almost 40,000 Zenny in the pocket, and all sorts of, like, other, like resources. But really, the only amount of resources you need extra is like another, like an extra like 1,000 zenny is a huge amount. Oh my goodness, I got ambushed by these pill bugs. I've been owned.
Oh, Benek says that you have to hit left and right. Yeah, I didn't know that. Let me... Was the other save destroyed? Quite possibly. Let's find out. I can boot up my PlayStation the second. And switch inputs. That's not the right input. There we go. Okay, so that might not be the system that screwed me over, but it definitely did exist. Like, I insist that you cannot, like, copy the file onto a different memory card and get away with it. Let me check about this other thing. Maybe I'm not as screwed as I thought. Maybe I was just...
Maybe your other save exists.
Yeah, maybe it's on the other slot that I didn't even know there were slots. Okay, so if I hit continue... Uh-huh. Oh my god, it's here!
Oh!
Benak is correct. I did not lose my new game. Yay!
Nice! It just...
Wow, I am just sort of an idiot when it comes to this kind of stuff. There's no indication on this menu or anywhere else
that there's a way to left or right. Like, that's...
Okay. The game does have an extensive manual, so I'm going to go look at that and see if maybe the nugget of that information is in the game's manual, which I do admit I did not read all the way through the first time and did not reread when I decided to start playing this game. Although it is a pretty good read. So I'm gonna peace out.
All right.
For just a minute. No, not disconnect.
I am fighting in a locked room. But yeah, I do hope that you appreciate just how different, like, these fights are going because of how many resources we have and how powerful Ryu is, just with, like, round saber and a real weapon, you know? Like, it is kind of silly how much of a difference that makes.
All right, well, Benak, you saved the day, so I can once again go back to my fresh playthrough.
Nice.
That's good. It's really good.
In the meantime, I have been just showing these enemies the round saber, which is just absolutely demolishing them.
Oh my god. This game manual is such a treasure.
This is definitely... Maybe that's a stream I should do. Like...
Reading the manual?
Reading the manual.
It's quite a ride. Let's see if I can find where they talk about.
It occurs to me that a lot of the systems in the game are impenetrable, and I know the manual, they're a lot of the time still impenetrable, but, like, you might know which impenetrable system you're working with?
Yeah, honestly, there's a lot that would be in, like, an in-game glossary or data log or something that is instead in the manual. Let's see.
Press L2 to evade attacks.
Ooh. Let's see. Well, on default controls, it says L2 button in field is select trap and battle display sub-command menu.
These big nuggets are pretty powerful.
Oh man. Would you like to hear the small introductory paragraph they have for their story?
Yes.
It is titled Deep Earth Danger! All caps exclamation point.
Ooh.
Many centuries ago, in the distant mists of ancient time, a disaster shook the Earth. That's capital E Earth, like our Earth. The skies were charred with fiery blasts, and poisonous rivers flowed throughout the continents. Human beings who once gazed upon glorious skies and breathed pure air were forced to find a way to survive. They found that way under their feet. Ellipsis. Under the ground. Sheldar became the capital city of the underground world. In their subterranean existence, the era of machines passed them by. Perhaps the people even forgot what the sky looked like. Quadruple ellipsis, what the hell? Ryu, a member of the Sheldar Rangers, witnessed a mysterious event while checking out a biochem company facility during a routine patrol. Thus begins the story of Deep Earth. Like, they insist on calling this shit Deep Earth, and then they have another page for Deep Earth characters.
Speaking of Ryu encountering a mysterious entity in a Biocorp facility, Ryu's encountering a mysterious entity in a Biocorp facility.
Oh, that's good. We're living it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tell me about how saving works, you assholes. Okay, no, here's what Benak is talking about on page 20. No, I just found it. It does say literally that. Action, dodge an enemy at close range. So it just has, like, lies.
Lies?
There is no reading of that sentence that is remotely correct.
Press attack while midair to recover HP. So yeah, the dragon we've met here is as we've seen in the future that we lived out, the dragon that we linked up with and gained the powers of. This, like, just sort of corpse of a dragon hanging out in a Biocorp lab. I'm not getting over this. I said it the first time we were here, and I'm going to say it again. Like, why is this in the Biocorp lab just on floor 3? Like, where's the break room? Like, oh, just go past the skeleton. Like, it's fine. Like,
I mean, you say that, but I work at a major corporation, and that's just... Okay, it freaks you out for the first week, but then you just get used to it. Like, really. It's just like,
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was here yesterday, it's here today, it'll be here tomorrow, it's not moving. Alright. You kind of... I don't know, there's something about people, like, we're just really content deep down with routine, no matter what that routine might look like.
true.
You just kind of lose any sense of shock after a while.
Yeah, here, this person talks about, if you think you're in trouble during a battle, retreat. Use escape or choose retreat from the L2 button menu. In battle.
Yeah. I guess that will help you dodge an enemy at close range.
Well, you technically, if you escape from the battle, you are no longer fighting and may dodge the attacks of the enemy, right? You know, not fighting is the ultimate form of dodging.
Oh my god, protect your save data. It is yours and yours alone. What is this manual?
What? Is it like chiding you for like giving your memory card to a friend?
I don't know. Maybe. What are they also, like, biometrically imprinted?
If I gave you this game, like, would you be able to play the save?
I don't think so. I think it would no, it would play mine. It would be my save file. It would be like, okay, here you go. Welcome to the cloud. We invented it way back when. Oh man, Colony even gets a page in the manual.
Ooh, speaking of Colony, let's use the fairy drops.
You will meet fairies as you play through the game, it says ominously. Man. Oh, I miss game manuals. I realize that we have, like, the internet and, like, extensive in-game libraries and game facts and all that, but those can change.
Oh no!
This is a relic. This still says Capcom hint line on the first page. 1-900-976-3343.
One of my ants got crushed by a rock. Whoops.
Oh. We'll have to hire others.
Yeah. Well, let's check the message board and see what we have on our soapstone messages. Ah, so sleepy. The new shop is finished. Ooh! Okay, that's important.
Do shop.
Okay, so we have a laboratory and a shop. And we're going to put some of our best ants in there. So Velnu in the shop.
And yes, the manual has ads for Street Fighter
Nice.
in the back. All things Capcom. I kind of want to call the hint line.
And see if it works.
See if it exists.
There's no way. So you can have up to 3 people in an area. We've got so we've got our shop here.
Mm-hmm.
And
But I mean, you have to pay them, right?
yeah,
they earn wages.
You have to pay them. You have to pay all the
Okay.
ants. I always keep coming back over here. I think we'll see what we get from our shop. Though, I think we can check out the shop right now. I don't know what we have, so you move rooms like this, and here we are in the shop. What do we got? Oh, well, I can immediately buy level 2 skills for characters, some of which don't exist yet. I can buy Hex. The last Hex I'll ever need.
Delicious hacks. I actually highly recommend it.
Yeah. So let's use Hex and learn what Hex is.
It's a shame that you can't learn what it is until you've used it, but
Yeah.
yeah. Now you have learned Hex.
Hex causes no damage. Increase XP value of attacked enemy by 10%.
Yep. It's a way to milk your enemies for more experience.
I'm gonna cast the Hex.
Turn your enemy into a frog. Or mana. Yeesh.
Ooh.
That cuts deep.
Heck.
That is indeed a curse.
Oh.
That knowledge.
Okay, so I did this because I wanted to see what would happen. I bought Fire Blast, which is a level 2 Nina skill. Nina's not in the party,
Okay.
so I can't use it. It's just
Now it's taking up an inventory slot.
yeah. We'll be meeting Nina really soon, so that's not a real big problem. Let's go check out the lab and see what the lab ants are up to.
They're probably eating the leftover crumbs that were in the lab.
Ah. Well, I can tell them to research jobs or research items.
Shit. I love that one the most. Kiki. Wow, brainstorms. It's probably my favorite line in the entire game. Is wow, brainstorm.
Brainstorms! I'm gonna sell the escapes. I don't need those, so I have an open spot. I think I can also have... Yeah, okay, so I can change this shop. Talking to the fairy. I'm gonna keep it as a skill shop right now, but I can change the shop from a skill shop to a Ryu shop, a Nina shop, or a Lin shop.
Oh no, spoilers.
Yeah.
You cannot have a Bosch shop.
Yeah, weird. I can't have a Bosch shop. That's messed up.
Oh.
My good friend Bosch, who is with me in the ant zone, like, right here, look. It's Bosch.
Fairy's throwing shade at Bosch. We're not gonna make shit for you.
So,
jerk.
I'm rich, so I'm still hiring every,
Hire every ant.
I'll fire on every ant because I want more,
like... they have hip, smite, and test.
Yes. The hip test. Okay, I think we've got a good mix of ants. Anyway, that's all I want to do here. We'll continue to come back here. I was very sad when I lost the fairy drops earlier, because this is one of my favorite little side things. It's great. You build up this little. It reminds me of Norende Village a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's better incorporated into the game than Norende was.
Yes, agreed.
Norende felt like completely separate and apart, and like, I don't know, you just wake up the next day and have stuff.
Whereas, like, well, I think the big thing that ties this in is that I'm paying a wage to the ants.
Yeah. Like, that's real Zenny.
Yeah, like,
it's not this completely separate currency or anything. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom. Extra turn for Mama Nugget. So, have you shown them what happens when you're in a battle with Mama Nugget and Baby Nuggets?
Ooh, do I have any Baby Nuggets in this fight?
I don't think you do. It doesn't look like
it.
it.
Come on! Heck.
In one sense, the outcome is predictable, but in another sense, you will be surprised.
Yeah, I do not have... Dang it, I don't have one in this fight.
I think that's perfectly okay.
Oh, well. I think we'll have later chances to get in fights with them.
I will have later chances to stick my head in the toilet. Jam some nails into an electrical socket.
Later chances.
Later chances. So many opportunities that life affords us. But yeah, no, like having the colony is great because you can just kind of whip over there, sell some stuff that has been jamming up your inventory, and then be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, having a shop at any point is very huge. Like, that's maybe the biggest part of it. Like, it's just, I hit a button in my inventory and now I'm in the shop zone.
So one thing I don't really understand about the game is that you you lose Bosch and you gain Nina and then Lin. But when you gain a new party member, you get more inventory space. As if to say, like, everybody is carrying something. But Bosch doesn't take your items when he leaves, so what the hell? Like, is he just making us carry everything because he is some kind of an asshole?
Yeah, that sounds like Bosch to me.
The only explanation I could understand, and the only reason that he wouldn't, like, take half of our items with him.
Because he didn't have any to steal, you know?
Right. Like, I'm not carrying that shit. You do double duty.
Yeah, like Bosch, there's no way Bosch is carrying any heal kits. Like, you have to... You carry them all.
Items? Please. That would ruin the lines of my suit.
I have a sword. And yeah, and here we get this scene of Bosch talking to Ryu, and as we saw before, Bosch is trying to convince Ryu, like, hey, can you give me all the credit for everything? I'm more important. Like, let me take credit for everything that you do.
There is the pro quo to that quid.
Uh-huh.
He does also offer, once my situation is elevated, then I can help you out.
Yeah, he's...
There's something genuine there. He's definitely a fucker lord.
I get the feeling that he genuinely believes that Ryu is a friend, but also, like, he definitely treats his friends much differently, stabbing you with a sword in the next scene that we see him in. Oh, right.
Yeah, it's like, to him the ratio is everything.
Yep.
So anyone who has a low ratio can be charming because they're not a threat.
Yes.
Right? It's just like, oh, there, little one. It is fine. Let us have fun together. That kind of thing. Of course, that's
right.
The idea changes dramatically in the
Right. Once there's a power dynamic that's like different, Bosch can't accept it. Like in the sense of, like, we saw last stream with the Zeno fight, like Bosch is the only one who lived through that, and Bosch has this completely odd expression of how could this even occur? A 1 over 8,192 having this power? Like, what is this? Anyway, we're being shot at by rocket launchers. We're gonna fall in a hole. I think we're making good time, though. With our extra cutscenes that have no context. What is the D ratio of an ant? I don't know.
Yeah, is it something that everyone does have, or is there a special class of person who, you can even have a D ratio in the first?
I get the feeling it's everybody because, just earlier today we met a small child in, the low sector who's like, I have a D ratio of 1 over 4,000. Do you think I could be a ranger?
Well, see, I thought that... I thought just the opposite, because, there are some people who seem hung up on it, clearly.
Right.
But then, we meet tons of people around who are just sort of folk and all different, maybe they're Genix, for instance, and they just have, they're fabricated beings, or, even our party.
Yeah.
Nina and Lynn.
I don't know what Lynn...
They're not hung up on that.
Yeah. Also, we have a cutscene here of a mysterious figure telling us we are the 1,000-year world destroyer. This is a mysterious figure I don't think we'll meet until the end of the game.
Man.
Like most of the things that happen.
Oh my god. How much do you want to bet that, 1,000-year world destroyer is, a single word?
That's that would fit.
They would say that the way we say Antichrist.
Right. Right, it's the Millennium Destroyer. That's all we need to say, and... You can probably...
Yeah, we didn't truly meet that person because they were a shadow in a white field.
Yep.
And they didn't say much of anything other than inspiring us to make our backup band for Night of the Wraith.
Right. The implication with it is, and I think we get more confirmation of this later, is that person is the onus of why we're linked with a dragon in the first place. Like,
Ooh.
they started some machinations that caused us to link with that dragon. So,
Well, I guess we could thank him because
yeah.
we get to live.
Right, otherwise we probably would die from a 2,000 meter fall, like, footfall? Meter fall?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, can we actually, like, see what depth we are?
Yeah, we're at, when I switch rooms, it'll be at 1,200 below instead of 1,000 below.
Oh, that's 200 meters. Right?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's...
Well, nevertheless, I don't think I could survive a fall that long.
Same.
So, I'm not gonna try it. 2,000 meter leg destroyer. That is what I call it when I make the soccer kids run through a field of wiffle ball bats.
What does a field of wiffle ball bats look like? Like, is it standing wiffle ball bats? Did you hire 1,000 people to stand out in the field holding them sideways? Like, what is... I'm trying to have a mental image of here. And
yeah, sadly, there is no Google image.
Yeah. Do they grow like
I'm
corn?
sorry, Bing image of a field of wiffle ball bats.
They have to grow like corn, you know, and like sway in the wind. Anyway, this is where we start getting our dragon powers, though the percentage doesn't go up and fully link until we get murdered later.
Although I have found an image to present with no context.
Ooh.
So. High knees, kids. I want to see some high knees.
Then we do a bunch of cool anime moves where we do the samurai cutting off the arm and sword down. And... Is it just the end of Birth by Sleep but with wiffle ball bats?
I would love that a lot.
The Keyblade graveyard.
Like replace every Keyblade with a wiffle ball bat. Yeah, it's not exactly that they murdered the frame rate there, it's that was the frame rate at which they programmed their little cutscene to play.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be like, the fast speed of your movement.
Ooh, he got POW period up. Sif wields a giant wiffle ball bat? Hell yes.
So, again, talking about the power of, stats, I almost took out the boss in one move there.
He made the mistake of running toward you. He should have waited until you had to run toward him.
But I was 2 hits off. I might have been able to get that if I'd gone side slash into 12.
Man, does your weapon have, like, plus accuracy on it?
I'll have to check if Violet Sword does. I think it...
Because I feel like a lot of moves have, like, 80% accuracy base, and then go down from there. And it makes it really hard to plan your turn when you don't know if you're going to hit.
There's a reason I use slash, the most generic of attacks, because I think that is one with a 100% hit rate.
Yeah.
Everything else, like I think side slash is 80, and there's a number of others that are 80s as well. It's just like, don't really want to use that, thanks. Alright, so Nina's back. We're gonna teach Nina a new power. We're going to alter her movesets and give her something like 8 levels. Like, it's gonna be great. You get your full party really quick in this game.
Yeah. Like, your first playthrough, it feels like a while.
Right.
But, like, once you've done it, and you know that it's okay to just, like, run past a couple monsters, it's no big deal.
I think the best point of comparison, like, is going to be the fact that, like, when I streamed the first part there, it was like a full stream to get to this, and we're about an hour in right now. Like, fights took much longer, we're a lot more methodical. Oh,
right.
Another soul scene.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god. Fights can take a very long time in this video game.
Okay, this has to be a flashback, right? Like, there's this... Yeah, this wouldn't make sense as anything but a flashback. Because the place that Lynn...
No, just concurrently, Lynn runs off to talk to this person, and a chipmunk, and...
This is Lynn getting the job in the first place. Got it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, Lynn fires a rocket launcher at you, then goes 400 meters up, and then goes 600 down, and just, like...
We're slowing her down. That's the only explanation there. Like, Bosch doesn't carry any gear. We are slowing Lynn down. These are all kinds of things that we're learning.
Yeah. So, we do at least get a bit of information here. This is a character we saw in an earlier Soul cutscene, talking about, like, atmospheric experiments that had gone too far. And now this person is hiring Lynn to, like, capture or rescue Nina? So we kind of know at least what... that this person has a related goal there. Maybe they don't quite agree with having made a person who is a air filter. But we're gonna learn more. That's at least a character we'll learn more about much later.
Gotta change him out every 3 months. Oh no, I hit a button on my keyboard I don't understand.
Oh?
I don't even know what button that was. Okay, so... I have a gamer-branded keyboard. And off to the left of what a normal keyboard would have, it has G button. Like the function keys up on the top are F1 through F12. These G buttons are labeled G1 through G18. They're in 3 groups of 6. Indeed. So, strictly speaking, the button I hit is labeled G1. But I don't know what that corresponds to on the keyboard or how my computer would interpret it.
Huh. So, I think that's probably good. I could go up to level 14. Yeah, let's go up to level 14. So, again, you can see Nina has a very large differential here, having 80 less health. But, you know, I'm very happy to have...
Start out with, like, less than 100.
Yeah.
Like, you could just get crunched by any nugget who wanders by, and... That is not where you want to be. You should be crunching the nuggets. You should not get crunched by the nuggets. No good. Ah, the tall spider.
And I think...
Weird, or is it emulation? I can actually mute myself here and then check.
Yeah, sounds normal to me.
Yeah. I mean, the music is pretty weird in this game. But I can check. I'm gonna check.
Alright. Hello to Kaz, giving the music a check. Oh no, we have to fight ants. I don't want to fight ants. I guess I'm fighting ants. Fine.
Nope, sounds like my PS2.
Cool.
Like, sounds like it ever does, so yeah. I think... Wait, Jolt Ball.
Jolt Ball!
You can go to a save point and play Jolt Ball.
Yeah, every save point has that right next to save and quit.
It's there to make you feel better about what you're doing.
Ooh, treasure key materialized. Let's pick that up.
So I don't know if this is confirmation bias or what, but when I got to this point in my, I guess, mistaken replay of my old file, I killed the ants, and then when I went back to my colony, there were fewer ants. Like, I think I was actually killing my own workers.
Oh no!
And that's no good.
Alright, I'm here to go to our shop.
Well, nevertheless, yeah, music sounds fine. I do know that, and this is something that Breath of Fire games actually did since the first one. At some point in the game, the battle music, like the regular battle music, changes.
Yeah.
And it just sort of happens without any real fanfare. Haha. But it is, like, there was a story turning point in the game, and then the random encounter music is different. So it's like, oh, things have changed. Oh, neat. But I think something like that happens here.
So I have Ice Blast now as a move, and Fire Blast as a move.
Oh man, and Frag Ball.
Frag Ball!
Man, you can play...
I can play a lot of different games.
You can play Jolt Ball, you can play Frag Ball. I feel like Frag Ball would be an alternate play mode in Quake 3 Arena.
I feel like Frag Ball is a alternate mode in Quake 3 Arena. Like, if you... I feel like you could just find somebody playing Quake and be like, hey, want to play some Frag Ball? And they'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
They'd be like, oh, totally.
I'm in.
Be like, alright, cool.
Alright, rockets only.
That would be great because you'd be playing a thing that you don't understand.
Yep.
Dude, I thought you said you wanted to play Frag Ball. Why are you playing, like, normal Arena?
Yeah, like, come on. It's like, I mean, Halo has Griff Ball, which is a silly mode with hammers.
Now, okay, President Arc, the specific reason that I said Quake and not Unreal Tournament, apart from the fact that I like Quake and I don't like Unreal Tournament, is that in Quake 3, the announcer guy would say 3 frags left whenever, you know, someone was about to win. And, like, kills were called frags specifically, so...
You could...
Like, frag ball.
You know, telefragging an enemy.
Yep. The old telefrag. Which I like. I like the frag nomenclature. Oh no! Aggressive ants. That's quite a pickle.
So I'm going to give aggressive ants the Ice Blast. Oh my goodness! The Ice Blast is kind of powerful.
Goddamn. Eat shapes, assholes.
Again, I would recommend that you compare what is currently going on to how these encounters went the first time around.
And, like, I have a mental side-by-side with, you know, just recently doing this. And I'm like, okay, yeah, position myself behind the trap, lay a bunch of traps, wait for them, you know, let them come to me. Like, several turns later, one enemy has wandered into my trap. Like, God, this takes forever.
And instead, I'm just like, all right, unleash the ice blast. Enemy deleted. Ooh, a reflex. I actually want that. Sooner or later, we're going to get Lynn, and Lynn gives us our first like upgrade on inventory size. And I remember there being 2 chests that also had them, so we'll have to figure out where those are.
All right. So, furthering my belief that the amount of bag slots you get is tied to party.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, we decided that Bosch won't carry anything because he's an ass. But I think Nina doesn't carry anything either. Because our inventory space doesn't increase. And that is because she is waifish and has no pockets.
Yeah.
Like, look at where could she possibly be keeping anything?
Like that small like dress has no pockets whatsoever.
No dress has pockets. It's rude.
It is. It's really rude.
Awful. It is plagued female fashion for hundreds of years. It is puritanical in origins and completely nonsensical in execution. But well.
Thank you again for the sub, Master Zaw, and have a good night. I'm really... Ooh, a Footloose. Oh, that's not... No, never mind. That's not the one I wanted. Footloose is just the... You can't be... bound.
That reminds me. Manybot subscribed to me, which means I will have to savagely punish him for doing it.
Look, the allure of skulls is very high. Like, please understand.
Playground children will write graffiti about the legend that is the punishment I am going to savagely lay upon you.
Let's see what Fire Blast looks like. Oh my goodness. I just want you to take a look at the cone of, like, area this Fire Blast covers. And it's 100 plus damage. Okay. We're good.
Yeah, in case there was an enemy left on the ceiling or whatever.
So it's about the same cone as the exploder shot that Lynn has. That's just like everything in front of you takes damage. Alright, I think this is where we get Lynn. Allure of Skulls is a magic card. I mean, Alluring Skull is, you know, obviously a Dark Souls item. Then we do this off-screen gun kata.
So one thing I never quite got is that Nina can say her name. And so she can clearly speak. But the rest of the dialogue seems to imply that she cannot, and then she just sort of gesticulates a bunch.
Yeah, so I think they tried very hard to get that. I don't know if very hard's the right way to put it. They tried to get it across in the first scene with her speaking that she was having trouble even saying her name. Like, she says, like, N, Ni, and then, like, Nina. And Ryu's first remark is, like, your voice. Like, if this were voice acted, it would probably come across a lot better.
Maybe that's just limitations of the system kind of hitting him.
So, like, but yeah, it definitely is. From this point on, she gesticulates and doesn't speak at all, and makes.
Right. And she kind of like in battle and all that, whereas Ryu and Lin will like say their call out. She just sort of grunts and goes,
Yep.
Oh, she breathes through her fingertips and cannot write.
I was going to say she's very much like Mario from Super Mario RPG, and can get across any point by making charades.
See, that is another game with an excellent game manual. The game manual for Super Mario RPG is really good. That was most of my reading material on the bus ride to school. Like, I would just read game manuals. Ah, I was such a nerd. How did I not see it?
Look, sometimes you don't recognize things about yourself for years and years and years.
Really? Like, I don't know, I'm a normal kid. No, you're a huge fucking nerd. Come on.
Like,
come on. Oh no, when I find the reason for Nina's muteness, I will be ashamed of my words and deeds. Crap. And here I was going to be the righteous avenger laying down savage punishments, but nope.
Kind of want to read this little like notepad clipboard that Zeno has there.
It's just a shopping list.
Well, here's the thing about it. It's not paper-sized. Like, take a look at the size of the pad versus her hand. Unless her hand is, like, something like 15 inches across, that's really, like, that's a tiny pad. It's not a normal 8.5 by 11 piece of paper on that.
Oh, I see. No, I'm willing to give them that. Like, if you look at everybody's, like, heads and general body shape and everything, like, they have exaggerated features, like very tiny torsos and all that.
Oh crap! It's just an iPad. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Oh heck,
that makes
that makes it make a lot more sense. What doesn't make sense is her outfit. Like, if you tried to put her outfit on a regularly proportioned person, it would look absolutely insane. It was like, yes, of course, I want the opposite of support.
All right, so
need to press this down. Get the old inverse bustier.
All right, so we've used our party experience. I'm gonna give Nino the last level out of our party experience. We're burning it down to the bottom here. I'm not saving any party experience. There's no plans of a third run through.
Holy shit. That is bold. I would be terrified, but you know what you're doing. So.
I feel like I can say that with confidence.
Okay. It's good. I wish you the best.
I say that having only half memories of a lot of the encounters past where we reset, you know. Ooh, there's a clear gel over here. Can I just take this out?
I mean, apparently, I did my damnedest and got within a hair completing the game in one of my run-throughs with just a single,
You were right at the end! Oh!
Tank of party XP. If I had been willing to spend my party XP before that fight, I probably would have won. That's...
Yeah.
Knowledge goes a long way in this game.
Right. I demonstrated sort of taking apart the storage fighting against Zeno and fighting against the soldiers and fighting against Asimov, I think was what was the name of the
I think Asimov is the right name of the tank.
Yeah, which like, I feel like some of the fights I made look trivial, but, like, the fact was that knowing, this boss is weak against ice, I need to have an ice weapon equipped going in, because you can't have that, you can't change that mid, area, like, things like that that are, like, foreknowledge is huge.
Yeah, I can't wait to blunder into it myself.
I know, it's...
I know I'm going to forget all this stuff. Like, I kind of watched you do the fight, but I wasn't paying particular attention to the things you were doing.
Okay.
So, that's still pretty much a mystery for me.
Good.
It'll be great.
You just know that it exists.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I'll blunder into it and be like, oh shit, it's the fight. Shit.
That's the other half of the fight, is that you do very much blunder into that one.
Yeah,
like, if
as
you...
much as I would love to do the direct G.I. Joe callback of Funkabus Mostliness and call knowing half the battle. Knowing is like 99% of the battle in this goddamn game.
I'm just gonna give you the fire blasts. Run, coward! Yeah, so because it that encounter begins when you like go towards the door rather than before even opening it or jumping into a room. It's like it puts the fear into you for future areas. Like, oh geez, am I gonna? Is this
It's like there could be some disgusting boss encounter behind any place.
right?
And only in very few circumstances is that true. But some.
Right. It's the Morphball bomb boss fight. Though same purpose, but obviously like that boss is nowhere near as like killer. You know, but same idea. It wants to put the fear into you.
Like the first time one of those statues like grips you, you're like, oh shit, is this like a forced death? What?
Yeah.
But no, it's just like it's a more big.
Yeah, my goodness. It's also really nice to show here how different. So the first time we were here, I remember distinctly, we talked about how Ryu was basically deadweight in a lot of the fights. Like compared to what Lin could do and compared to what Nina could do damage-wise, Ryu was so underpowered. And that hasn't been reversed, but we're at a point in the game where Ryu is on the same level as everybody else. So, it reminds me I need to check my cleaner to make sure that I've got moves on it. Okay. Right, because I have theft as an option now. I should try to do theft more often.
But then your inventory will get so full of stuff.
Yeah. Ryu's always the strongest party member, it's just a matter of how much you want him to be. Yeah, after... Yeah,
I am 10% willing for him to be.
It's just... Also, Nina having Fire Blast is kind of ridiculous here. Oh, a soul scene. Ooh, neat. Yeah, I haven't had Lynn do anything in a fight yet.
Yeah. It's fine. I mean, you could switch to her on the overworld and give her the extra round.
Ooh, yeah, have her just gun.
Yeah. Oh, Benak, those are not beds, those are people pallets.
You see a lot of those underground in cramped spaces.
I think SOL cutscenes is just for the loop.
There's a lot of them that show up just for having looped, you know? You're in loop 2, so you get a cutscene, or even you're in loop 3,
Right.
so you get a cutscene. There's also some cutscenes that have to do with your D ratio.
Oh shit. Some cutscenes require a bigger D. Your D must be this sunny to experience this SOL. Or a sun, if you will. The name of the star that we rotate around.
On deep Earth.
In deep Earth.
Here in deep Earth.
I like how it says warning. Like it warns you of a fact you already know and understand.
Right, and like there's no way I can open this door. Yes, I get it.
It'd be like, warning, your fridge is stocked. Warning, your shoes match today. Like, what are you? Is everything a warning? Warning, everything is a warning.
Nope, we are surrounded. What could we possibly do about being surrounded? Ooh.
Oh heck.
Oh, heck, they've actually got a good position on me? I can't hit... They're basically in such a...
Oh man, they figured it out. The spiders understand tactics.
They know how to separate, like... That's strong. Well, luckily, I have a area blast move with Nina here that will make short work of them. Yeah, the everything's okay alarm.
Yes, okay, maybe Fire Blast can take you.
Look, they did have the right setup, though. They were...
Yeah, they had perfect spacing. It's pretty incredible.
I'm gonna let Lynn take the finishers here. I'm willing to take a small amount of damage to let Lynn actually, like, shoots things.
Man, rust armor. Oh man, freaking rust monsters.
Rust monsters.
I remember the rust monster.
Okay, I think I actually want to swap those two skills around on the cleaner. Oh, I can't! Kamir's always on O. Well, alright. Just being surrounded by spiders, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I don't know, it's just such an odd thing in this game to feel no fear from encounters, you know? Like...
Yeah. Especially when they, you know, surprise you, or at least you don't get your ideal opening.
Right. When you get the jump on somebody, at least at the worst, you know, you get first action, can sort of identify how much of a threat a fight is.
Yeah. Get a while to size them up. But if they just jump on in and run at you, it's like, oh man.
Alright, we can't do this room because this door over here is locked by D ratio.
Oh man, weakness fantasy. That should have been this game's subtitle.
Weakness fantasy. Also, don't worry, the weakness fantasy should return at some point. Right, as is mentioned, how quickly will our boost level off compared to threats is a very reasonable question to ask. Like, you know, we are, you know, level 14, pretty heavily leveled over the enemies we're encountering, but there will be a point where all of a sudden that extra tapers off. Ugh! I've been ambushed.
Oh no. Well, at least they started the battle confused.
Yeah. Alright, let's also heal Nina up a little bit. And where is... to fall? Okay. I'm actually going to move everybody back in the turn order so that our confused friend goes next. Or are they no longer confused? Up.
Yeah, if you hit them, they're not confused.
Okay. I honestly did not remember if it was hitting them with a you know, a real move or a like a magic or physical there. Also,
Paul is angry at losing stuffed toy.
We stole a stuffed toy and now we've... Oh, that's another point of, like, similarities between, like, this Genik and, Nina earlier, as we saw Nina with a small stuffed toy in the Soul cutscene from earlier. Yeah, stuffed toy, 250. Sure, I'm getting a lot of party XP, that's good. Party XP in, like, any game that has that sort of mechanic is always a powerful option. I recall Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and how powerful its, like, party XP was. Though that had, like, extra hidden mechanics behind it, too. I don't think I ever
knew them.
Actually,
but at the very least, in Fire Emblem, because of how the game meted out its experience, that was a way to, like, keep your people out of danger and still level them up.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe not hidden, but specifically when you leveled up off of party XP in Fire Emblem, your level was not random on stat gains.
Oh.
It removed randomness from that entirely.
Holy crap.
Which meant it was very abusable. Yeah, that's how I interpret it as well, comment code, is that Genik is just this modified thing. There's a character earlier who said, I need to go pick up some Genik meat.
Tasty, tasty Genik meat. I could go for tasty Genik meat.
Yeah. It's the corpse that wakes up when or not wakes up, but has a bunch of little rust things that come off it. Okay, there's the chest. Again, I don't remember if this is a chest I need, but I'm gonna go for these anyway.
So after watching you collect all those pill bugs, and talking about tasty genic meat, I think it's time for me to depart to go get food.
I understand.
So, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
This game is still really rad. I love it. Good night, everybody.
Night, Kaz. Oh, we missed one of them there. Ah, heck. Alright, fine. Oh, was it just Radiant Dawn that had the +3? I thought it was both of them that had the same thing, but I remember them both being manipulatable, and that's really what matters, is that they were both, like, completely manipulatable. Yeah, I should probably just round saber these ones that I can hit right here. Yeah, there we go. So that's all of those. I don't remember if that's the... That is treasure key, alright. I only remember which one of these was... One of these being, our backpack slot. I don't remember if this was one. No, this was just there. We don't need there. We already have there. Okay. Again, we can dash with no repercussions at this moment because our meter does not exist yet, so this doesn't count as percentages. Yeah, meaning that we have full ability to just, you know, decide which encounters we get in or not. At this stage, which there's a number I'm going to pass over. I don't want to fight ants because, you know, they're our friends. And then here's the room with the couple Genix that we saw earlier that'll look at us. It's a little creepy. But it's also really cool. Alright. Anyway. Oh, another soul scene. Hortensia. We met this cast of characters once in the last time through. This is the council that runs things. The regents. I will note, if you take a look in the left there, there's the character. We might get a closer look at them in a bit. But that character was talking to I don't have their name. They haven't been introduced name-wise, so I can't name them. But the person on the left there in the background was talking with the person who hired Lynn. So. Doomed to our fate. That's not a good voice for him. I don't like that. Deeper. And then we have a dragon person here. The Council of 5 story important bosses. Yeah, basically. So we're in town. Let's quick heal up. And let's check Fairy Town. Yeah, your boy the Demi-Fiend. Alright, so we want... I don't know if we want to fight that yet. Let's go up this way. I want rooms is what I want. Oh, 100 Zenny. this be a room? Yeah, this will be a room. $50 zenny. There we go, 2 new rooms. Excellent. Don't get crushed. Oh no! Meow. So we have 3 new places. We have the cafeteria. This is a great place to make easy money. We're gonna open the cafe. We have explorer ants who scour dungeons. Orbolt, I hope that we will be able to answer your question. But there clearly is a link between the mankind will grow wings and Nina's existence. But I do believe that there is an answer that the game can provide for you. Ants do not die when they are killed. They're just at 1 here. We're going to hire on some new ants. And we're going to put ants on work. You can be in these. You can join expedition squads. And let's... Oh, look, it's got a curtain! We can't go there yet. I have a lot of love for this little side game of ants. Oh, we could buy lightning, but we already have lightning, so there's no reason to purchase it. Let's check the lab. Good. Research come along great. Okay. So before we leave, well, yeah, as you say, we'll check our soapstone messages. Concert hall. So this is the announcements board. Like, you'll find out, like, there's a new job, there's a new wares in the shop, the excavation team found something, explorer, cafeteria. So, like, there are real announcements here, but also the kind of jokey ones as well. So, anyway, how's our funds looking? Okay. Fix it up. Alright, I think what I'm going to do for tonight, as we've been going for about 2 hours, which is as we tend to do, my plan for tonight is to get murdered, and then, save after that. Once we have our D ratio and such. Sorry, not our D ratio, our D counter that's counting up. That'll be good, once we have that going. And we've been going for about 2 hours, so we'll call it there. Hey, a dog, right. You're not the liker. You're the liker? No, the other person's the item liker. And then the next stream of this will be the second half of the rest of the stuff. We'll make it all the way back to Zeno. That'll be our goal. So... yeah, the ferry's here as well, because we did a restart, and the ferry is in every town. I want to talk to you and do some selling. I don't care about this sword. I don't care about I don't care about most of this stuff. Ah, the cooing voice trick! Thanks, small fairy. Alright, item liker. I would like all of our stat ups out, please. Alright. So, as I've mentioned before, this door transition is where you get murdered. So, well, you don't actually die. I mean, you just get stabbed in the throat with a sharp sword. Poke. Hey, Bosch. Our good friend, Bosch. I again love how tiny that motion is, and the just look of not caring on his face. So our goal in the upcoming fight is going to be to use Ryu as little as possible, as the percentages you spend in this fight do count. Last time we ended this fight at about 6%. With the power that Nina and Lin both have, I would like to use them instead to clear out the room. I might still use Ryu to knock out Bosch. We'll see. And then we gain the power of the Demi-Fiend. Yeah, it is 1% per turn transform, so we need to finish the fights fast. 2%? Oh. Well, we need to finish the fights fast. We can't let them stay going Fire Blast on... Can I get both of those two on it? I can. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I can't pass on this. Alright, I think it's going to be easier for me to do this with Vortex. Because I'll take 2% for just passing on this. Yeah, let's do 2 Vortexes. 3%'s good. We also finished that in 1 turn, so we get a pretty good bonus on it. Yeah, I don't think I could have avoided 3% in that fight. But 3% is just fine. We came out of it last time at about 6. I think specifically something like 5.5. Yeah. The, as Benek says, Twister being double hits. Do better with D-Breath cleverly. Yeah, probably. Like, if I had done 1 Twister and then D-Breath, maybe for, like, 0.6%, would that have been enough? The speedrun has all of this down to a very, very fine science. Specifically, the speedrun ends the game at about 99.6 or 99.7, something like that. It's really close. Like, it uses it because every piece of it uses it. I love the synchronized right there. You can Anyway, we have to go to Biocorp Labs, which we will be doing next time. This is again a good place. Like, I feel like this is a good narrative place to leave off, and so next time we'll be doing Biocorp and Frozen Road. That'll be next week. We'll make it back to Zeno, and then the week after that we will be moving forward. So if you're, if maybe this isn't as interesting, I hope it is, because I really like the different scale and power that this game has for, like, on the restart and not. I think it's really interesting. But if I'm really excited for that. We can show off what the Zeno fight. Yeah, 3%. So sweet. Then we can't even get here without going 3.01. So yes, we will overwrite. Alright. Anyway, that is going to be all for today. So thank you all for joining. Hope you do enjoy the restart on this. I think there's a lot to be gained, and it's a part of the game that needs to be shown off. Especially as there's some cutscenes that do a good point of giving the characters a bit more depth as we go. There's also the really confusing ones where it's like, who's this character we've never met talking to another character we've never met in cryptic terms? Oh, which, like, those aren't the best. Those are for, like, when you've played through the second time fully, and you're like, oh, I know who those two are. They're blank, and I know that they have, like, this going on, and now, like, I can understand how they were working together better. So, anyway, thank you all for joining. If you want to see more stuff like this, this happens every Friday from about 7 to 9 Central. We also have cards that go on. We have other platformers and Metroids and things that go on. So if you want to follow, you can catch those. The half-off subs is still going for another couple weeks or so. So if you're interested in cool skulls, you can always have those. Other than that, that's all I've got for you. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.